Hi, this is Chuck Swirsky. I'm a basketball announcer here in Chicago, and I talk to a lot of athletes. But there's one thing in common with farmers and players: that deep commitment to excellence, making sure that you perform at a very high level. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about passion. We're talking about enthusiasm. We're talking about having the proper attitude, the right attitude, with a deep commitment to, you know what, let's just get it done and let's have fun in the process. You know, a lot of people think that farms are just, so far away, but that's not necessarily the case. No, farms are about maybe an hour, hour and a half, 2 hours in proximity to your school right now. So what's the importance of when your school buys food from the farmers in this area? Well, a couple of positive things happen. Number one, fuel. That's right. You know what? The less fuel, better environment. You can just, soak up the clean air. And the second thing is about the great Midwest. There's something special about having food here in, the Illinois area, Iowa, Indiana, Michigan, Wisconsin. It's all good. It keeps the Midwest alive and it prospers. Many farmers have had farms in their family for generations.
Part of a family business that goes 5 generations.
I'm second generation. 3 generations, 4 generations.
I represent the 3rd generation.
Well, I started with my great-grandfather.
But you know what the great story about farming is? Every farmer has a story to tell.
I was in the military for 22 years. I retired out as a sergeant major.
There was feeding cows, there's milking, there's just lots of different things that we'd have to do before school.
So there was always lots of room to run around, which is the best part. We had 4-wheelers and all sorts of fun stuff like that.
Farms specialize in different crops. We have a lot of things going on with farmers.
And we grow more than 1,000 varieties of fruits and vegetables. Pumpkins, tomatoes, squash, all of that stuff.
Blueberries, red raspberries, blackberries, black raspberries, apples.
Lettuces to the bell pepper and cucumbers.
Potatoes, sweet potatoes, and other vegetables.
We got cows, we got chickens, we got cheese. We got a lot of things going on. But this is how a wide variety of farms end up supplying your school. What we do know, and this is great news, is that we will be offering a wide variety of foods from local farms, including apples, potatoes, squashes, peas, corn, beans, and we will let you know when. During the fall, Chicago Public Schools will be serving apples from Michigan, potatoes from the great state of Illinois, and frozen Midwest carrots, corns, and peas. When you see these items on your plate, you're going to know they came from farms right here in the great Midwest.
We started working with Chicago Public Schools about 4 years ago.
That helps supply fresh vegetables to your school so that you can have a healthy lifestyle.
Being a student is hard work. You know that. But you know what? There are a lot of kids on farms. They go to school too. Get up early in the morning. They hit the farm. Then they go to school. Then it's back to the farm. Well, we asked those kids what that experience like.
So, on the farm, I know it's funny, but I go to bed at 7:50. Wake up at 6 o'clock, basically. Because I need all that sleep for all the farm work. But when I am taking in chickens, I actually usually have to wake up around maybe 3, 4 o'clock in the morning to get back here at 7 o'clock.
No time to get into any trouble. Always working, and if you're not working, you're feeling bad about not working because somebody else has to pick up the slack for you. But it's enjoyable though. You learn a great work ethic from it, which is very important, and you really get a close bond with your family and everything like that.
Getting food from the fields to you requires a process called cold chain management. And once a crop is picked, it's kept cold until it gets to you, as Farmer Ben explains.
After we harvest the produce out in the field, the vegetables, we bring them into our shed where we run them through ice cold water that helps clean the vegetables, but also takes the field heat. And the field heat is when you grow something outdoors and it's a warm day, a day that you like to go to the pool on, the vegetable is also hot. So what we do is we run it under really cold water to bring the temperature down so that when we put it into our coolers and into your refrigerator, it stays healthier longer also. The
result is healthy food brought to you from farms right here in the Midwest. I hope you learned a lot about where your food comes from and all the healthy food that surrounds you that you will see in your lunch.
Well, eat your fruits and veggies. Gotta stay with those.